Okay, as I've shown you tonight, the left has a plan to capture our country. They have a blueprint, and they are following it to perfection. But what is yours? I mean, this is what I do for a living, and I've been thinking about it for a while, and I needed some kind of structure to help me understand everything and keep on the right path, and I created a solution, the E4 solution. And it's really to help me just be able to keep my feet on the right path. It's a four-step project to restore America. Enlightenment. You have to know who you are. You have to question everything. You start at the very beginning. Who am I? Why am I here? What is the meaning of all of it? Enlightenment. That's really the good and evil part. Which side are you on? 2, education. That is one of the biggest problems in America. 26% of Americans don't even know who we broke away from to gain independence. Great Britain. Hello? Education is important. Watch this program and talk about it. DVR it. Go over segments with your families. Use it as a discussion. I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but go to a bar and watch it with friends. Don't just watch it. Use this program. Otherwise, quite honestly, everything that this staff who works unbelievably hard, everything they do is wasted. You don't have to agree with me on everything. You don't have to believe. I don't want you to believe me. I want you to find it out for yourself. You can disagree, but dig down and find out why you disagree, not just, well, he's stupid. Really, Einstein? Next one is empowerment. And that's what I focused on really tonight, except the reverse of it. I say restore man's freedom. The left says tear it apart. Man cannot rule himself. And if you don't believe me, that's what they're saying. Here's Nancy Pelosi. She just said as much. Listen to this.
If everyone in America was very, very pleased with his or her health insurance and had no complaints and had access to quality, affordable health care in our country, it still would have been necessary for us to pass the health care reform bill, because we could not sustain the system.
Wait, what? Even if everyone loved their health care and everyone was covered, we'd have to still grab control and choke the snot out of every doctor in America. Why? Because you're not capable of making your own decisions. So we, the all-powerful, all-knowing government, must be man's ruler. This is what Van Jones says, the heart part. This is what he's talking about. Know who you are and know that you have the power as the individual, but they just want you to have the power of the individual to be angry. In fact, give me this. This is the quote from Yoda. I love this quote from Yoda. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Which leads us here. If you don't get into the anger and hate, he's saying, rise up. Clarendon Piven, we just showed you, just said, rise up in your anger. No, 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 no. Anger leads to suffering. Anger leads to riots, calling out for a solution. They have one. They will implement it, and you lose your freedom. This solution, enlightenment, education, empowerment, which they're using these two for the dark side, this one leads to an entrepreneurship. What is that? Oh, it's just capitalism making money. No, no, no. It's not necessarily about making money. It's about your ability to pursue happiness, to have an idea as you're sitting there in your underpants, like I usually do, watch TV and go, wait a minute, that gives me an idea. And you put it into action. That's what Van Jones is talking about here, the heart part.
So now your challenge as you leave here, our challenge, is to take care of that bottom-up part. And that inside-out part, the heart part.
Yes.
That's where we're weak now. Top down, bottom up, and inside out.
They're weak there because that's about anger for them. This is about something you actually believe in. You believe in it. Now, you're here for a reason. You know what our history is. You know the truth. You are the solution. What are you going to do about it? Not about anger. Realization to put an idea into action. You stand up and you create something, not destroy it, you create it as an individual. That's what we were promised by the founders of this country. Not social justice, where the government corrects all the problems in life for us, even though we're all happy and we all are covered. They'll correct it for us because we're too stupid. Equal justice, not social justice, where each of us as individuals have the opportunity to succeed or fail based on our own merit and work ethic. That is the restoration of America. That's not a political solution. That's common sense. And that is what created American exceptionalism. And we'll refound it again. This show, we're going to talk about so many heavy things, and then in the break I'm talking to my son and some others here in the studio about Angry Birds, because I'm positively addicted to it. I am a big believer in miracles. Some people call them coincidence, but there's no such thing as a coincidence. There's really not. It's how you choose to look at it. Was it a coincidence that I met a 9-year-old Tyler from Illinois last month in a town that I call the Town of Miracles, Wilmington, Ohio? Before I went to Wilmington, I just met some people that had their hearing restored, and they were telling me about this amazing technology, and I couldn't believe it. It was such an amazing moment. And then I go to Wilmington, Ohio, and I see Tyler in this line, and he has hearing aids. His life is going to change. I think I'm bringing them to New York to meet with some doctors that may be able to change things. I don't think it was a coincidence that we met, and his mom agrees with me.
Wilmington was a miracle. Glenn tells us that he wants to fix my son's ears. And I'm thinking, wow, because they just told us that he needs new hearing aids. Tyler said, you mean he's going to fix my ears and they won't whistle? And I said, that's right, Tyler. Miracles do happen. Tyler was so excited. He's been writing down things he wants to do in New York. We pray that the doctors will be able to fix his ears. It's just amazing that this could happen.
On Friday, I'm going to be joined by a friend, Keith Abloh, for a show you do not want to miss. Things are changing, and you are going to make all the difference in the world this year. From New York, good night, America.